Hi everybody, we're now going to look at Simulation 3, which involves Plant C, the deer, and the wolf. So let's go back to our ecosystem, and we're going to hit Clear All, or All Off, to clear out the ecosystem, and reset. I like to reset also. And now we're going to add Plant C, Herbivore C, which is the deer, and we're going to have Herbivore C eat Plant C, and then we're going to add our top predator, the wolf, which is going to eat herbivore C. Okay. And for this time, in our first round, we are just going to observe what happens when we run the simulation for 100 days. If you notice in your data table, there's no prediction for the first part. We're just going to observe what happens. So let's run for 100 days. And we can see what's happening with the plants, which is green, with the deer, and then we can see that the top predator was going and eating everything. And again, we could even look and see what happens in the beginning of time, and then what happens later, and even get some population numbers down if we wanted to for our observations. So take a moment, record your observations for what actually happened, and then how you think removing the wolf will affect the deer and plant seed populations. So again, you might want to hit pause and write down what you saw happen, and then you are going to make a prediction for what you think will happen if we remove the wolf. What will happen to the deer population and what will happen to the population of plant C. Okay, so let's take a moment. We're going to take away the wolf by clicking on the wolf, removing eats herbivore C. So now we just see the deer. Again, go back and now record what you think is going to happen in the simulation. Is it going to be pretty much the same as we saw with the wolf? Or is there going to be something different now that there's no wolf eating the deer? So again, hit pause if you're going to write your prediction now. Again, I suggest that you run the simulation on your own so you can see what actually happens on your own. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to hit run, and it's going to run the simulation for another 100 days. That way we can see what happened before and we can see what happened after, all in one graph. Oh, that's interesting. I hope that you're paying attention to what happened with the deer population and the plant population. Let's let it go for the full 100 days. So now we're at 200. And again, record your observations. What actually happened? And then you are going to complete your analyzing and interpreting data questions. Okay? I hope this was helpful. And again, I think it's a good idea for you to run the simulation on your own so you can see if you get the same results more than once.